Alright guys, welcome back to part 4 of our Para Bellum Let's Play. Really quickly before we get into it, me and a friend have worked together to make a Discord for the subscribers. If you guys are interested, there'll be a link to that in the description along with his YouTube channel. So go sub to him if you like Batman content and stuff like that. But in today's part, we're going to destroy this army and maybe fight Massilia. I want to work on building up this army some more to finish it out. One thing I do want to look at, the Principes have a better attack. What about defense? Defense is marginal but has the same armor. Alright, so we're probably going to get more Principes. Courtesy of last night's stream, I know a little bit more about the political aspects. Cornelia needs to organize games in Magna Graecia to build loyalty. And I need to be securing promotions and sending gifts when possible, but I got to get them to positive loyalty. So that's going to take a hot second. But anyway, I hope you guys are really enjoying this part. We will be live tonight on YouTube doing the vanilla Let's Play. We streamed for 7 hours yesterday until we beat it. Or until I get bored of it, 1 to 2. It will probably start, say, around 2 p.m. and I'm not going to end it until I just get absurdly bored. Or too tired to continue. One of the few. So we're just going to keep marching. This general is honestly better, so let's keep the armies together. Public order there is going to drop a little bit, but we do have this building up. Turn this into grain pits. Actually, we need to hold off on that for a second, because we need to be doing political stuff. Cornelia is minus 11. None of you can have secure loyalty. So, Junia, I think they have Magna Graecia. Or not Magna Graecia, Cisalpina. Cornelia has Magna Graecia, Cisalpina is Junia. Alright. So they need to organize games in Cisalpina. Okay, they are commanding a force apparently. I need to change that. What army are they commanding? Ours should be... Ours is blue, so they need to be not red, they need to be blue. So we gotta go details. Replace if there's any blue one. There might not be, there is that chance. Get a non-aligned one. Here, we can give it some skills. +5 melee attack. Come back into the characters. Junia, we can now... Traveling. Hire politicians. Julius Caesar. Can we adopt? I thought we just adopted him. Wait a minute. No. Okay. So we're going to wait. Hold off there. We are going to come over here and build up units. We get Principes. That's Hastati. I don't want Hastati. I want Principes. The Principes are really solid. Really like the Principes in melee. Triarii is good, but the Principes are just a tad better, in my opinion. Hey, their army keeps pulling back. So they're no longer in our territory. I don't really want to fight it until we deal with public order. Protection has expired. It's -2 public order, so if we pull back, we can definitely start having that go up. Do nothing. Secure loyalty, because I am not dealing with a civil war right now. We get them all to... Okay, you're positive, you're positive. We gotta worry. We gotta focus on this. Cornelia. Secure promotion plus 1 loyalty. So that should bring you down to -13. You have a first for power. That's just a bad thing. That's probably the issue, to be honest. Alright, accept resolution. We got slums down here. So we'll disable that, or destroy it. We should be able to pull out now. So let's go east and start, and I guess conquer Illyria. We'll take the whole province. Even though this faction is not at war with us, we can still probably just carve up the region. Public order down here is starting to be fine. Let's get this, and let's get another villa. Can't recruit anything. End turn. Our faction leader can get skills, which is honestly pretty useful. Right here, we can get... Let's get Focus Warrior, and then we can get +6 charge bonus to make our cavalry better. Cavalry's already really solid, but the better they are, the better they are. Looks like they're going to try an amphibious landing. We're eventually going to have to deal with the war wariness, but I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. Let's have 2 Triarii. The rest of the money we're going to save. If we keep marching this way, we're just going to put pressure on their city, and the fleet should pull back, at least in theory. So we got a faction, we got a politics, characters. May as well get plus public order off if we're going to do anything. Have you organized games? Magna Graecia. Politics. That should have brought the loyalty. Okay, it's only -9 now. We're starting to improve it slowly. You got to get more money built up, though, which right now is the underlying issue of the political system. Okay, they're going to keep marching away, so we need to pull the army up from Magna Graecia. We should have moved it last turn in hindsight. You need to be moving up to Ariminum. We need 3. We'll just get it to be all... What's the Principes cost? We could do it. But let's honestly take their city. Ooh, they got a decent army. Let's encircle it and bring up Libio's army. See if they'll come back to defend it. So, politics, characters. You're still -9, -5. You can have loyalty secured, so I'm not super worried about that one. You guys can't have anything done. We can send a gift to Junia. That should help increase Junia's loyalty, so they're at 7. We got to deal with these 2. So next turn, we got to organize games. We might jack up the taxes for a turn just to deal with the political aspects. I know the political system is the most engaging and entertaining thing to watch. But unfortunately, I put the difficulty on hard, which means we actually have to deal with it. And we're going to lose here. But we have an army nearby. Their fleet's most likely going to turn around. So this is going to be interesting. Is that a fleet or an army? That's a fleet. Then... We have an army in Italy. We're not defenseless. So technically, we did get cut off. And now we have a food shortage, apparently. So let's march you this way. What are the odds we win? Very high. Auto-resolve. Libio's army is the one that needs to go back. Because he's got the better skills. So we'll take this. Taxes need to be raised so we can focus on that aspect. Grain pits are going to be built here, so that's going to help. Libya can start to pull back towards Italy. What can be recruited? Nothing? Probably because it's damaged. Commander? Honestly, what's the difference? 55 to 51? That's not a big difference. We could just get a lot of cav also. Let's wait and see if they do anything. You're going to have a skill. I want to get a champion also, so we can start working on that stuff. Let's get this, and then we can get -5 morale for all enemy units. Let's get a champion. Then he can join this army, our local defense force, if you will. -14, 7% chance for civil war. It's not awful. We gotta raise the taxes so we get money. So we can deal with the political aspect. I should have destroyed that army when I had the chance. I just wanted to be on the defensive. Alright. So they have 3,000. The auto-resolve chance. Close victory. If we retreat, we might be able to get reinforcements from Rome. Their fleet pulled away. So if we wait for Libya, we can definitely take the rest of the region. And our food system might be fixed. Yeah, we're back up to +13. Unfortunately, we took attrition. So right here... Politics. Go characters. Send gift. Dejunia. Cornelia, you need to organize more games in Magna Graecia. That should increase loyalty by 5, which it did. We still have 3,000. So let's get the rest in Principes, so you can start replenishing. Libya is going to march around. This area... It's going to take time. We don't have the money to convert. Its public order is going to be going down in provinces. So we're going to do this for one more turn, and then we're going to change it back to normal. Good news is our army in Italy, if it didn't get attacked, we're going to get reinforcements from Rome, but it's not going to be a ton. The auto-resolve odds go decisive victory. Either way, it says we're most likely going to win if we wait for support. They have a lot of skirmishers, but we have a lot more cavalry. Let's fight it. Put you back. Let me put all the cav on one flank. Alright. Our reinforcements should come in directly behind us, I would assume. Maybe over here some. But we should be able to win this. Let's fast forward until we can see them. They have the high ground, which sucks, but we are getting our reinforcements in. We're going to have Ray Warrior come up in reserve. Saki, Hastati. Let's put, honestly, over here. Let's hide them in the woods. Or the regular Hastati can pull up and be reserved. You and you can line up. You two are kind of dog crap. Actually, we have a lot more skirmishers. Our missile advantage just got changed drastically. You two are kind of dog shit. So we're going to put you over here. Keep fast forwarding. So they got to come to us because they're the ones attacking. If we can destroy this army, we'll retake a rim of them really quick. So the Illyrian war is going to take a little while longer. Unfortunately, it's not Libya's army, so we don't get bonuses. I'm going to fast forward until we can see them. So, anyway. I'll see you then. Alright, we found them scouting with the cavalry. The army's going to fall back. We can honestly redeploy the rest of the army. They're right there. Those redeployed. Principes are going to take the front. Ardiaei in reserve. The Ardiaei is going to come with the cavalry to help fight their cav. Our cavalry's going to fall back. Hastati's still going to be a reserve. Belate skirmishers will be right in front of the Hastati. Leaves will form a line like that behind the cavalry. You guys gotta fall back. Like, you have to. Stop trying to fight. Okay, right. Ardiaei can help the cavalry. Fall back. Alright. You two are gonna come up and go over there. The general can be right here. We'll give a inspire to cavalry units. And then the rest of the cavalry can attack now. But we got spearmen coming in to hopefully help. I don't expect the Ardiaei to really do anything because they're shit. But we can see. Let's actually move up the leaves also. So they can fire at will. The rest of their army is going to be right here. Let's see. Let's fast forward a little bit. See if we can't break them. Our cavalry is better, especially with spear infantry. I don't want to let them go. Fight that. No, just you. Ardiaei, you two stay and fight this unit. Cav can destroy that. The rest of their army... Ooh. Ardiaei, go this way. You two fall back. Alright. Slow it back down. Their line's starting to move up. So let's shift the Principes to meet them. We'll send the Hastati to move right here. The leaves, let's actually form a line and start firing right there. The general is fine. The Ardiaei is actually in a really good position. If we can defeat this unit, and the Ardiaei is able to like shit on it, will be really solid. The Velites can throw skirmisher volleys over there. We'll move the rest of the Ardiaei. Move you this way. The other two can join the main thrust. You two are dog shit, but we can move you up. Their general's right here. I don't think... No, that's Hoplite. We're not fighting that. Actually, bring you guys this way. We're not going to fight hoplites. Not like that. You two can move this way. General, make sure you're using abilities. Belate, you just need to make sure we're firing. Because though they don't have skirmish mode, our skirmishers are really solid throwing their javelins. We can get the cavalry to come down and charge. That should break them, honestly. Come in. You two can form like that. You don't chase, come back. Our cavalry's gonna get murked over there. It's a bad idea to have them charge. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad micromanagement on my end. Now we get to engage. Right here, give you a little cinematic shot. Are they running away? No, they are now. Actually, no, don't risk the velites. Don't risk the velites. If you guys are done fighting, you can go help encirclement. You just gotta encourage encirclement. General can use inspire soon. Just go inspire on this unit. Give them buffs. The velites need to keep firing right there. Keep using the study. Bring you guys up. Charge before our general for a second. Our cavalry's back. Let's bring them down here. What is this? That's cavalry. I don't want to deal with their cav. Their general's coming up. But honestly, we should break that. If we can have the velites start firing into their general, it'll help us a lot. Because their whole force is basically just going to get massacred. Because they're surrounded, which is good. Good micro on the infantry, bad micro on the cav. You two sacrifice yourselves because YOLO. No, I don't want you two. I don't want you guys fighting in melee. You guys, I don't care because you're the garrison force. You will just replenish for free anyway, and you don't have upkeep. See if we can't get a cav charge in the rear. Get a little cinematic view. I love these unit models. Even these more Greek-looking units look really nice to me. Charge in the back! Alright. Continue. I want to show as many as possible. We took decent casualties, but this is our reserve army, so it doesn't... It matters, but it doesn't matter a ton. Because we basically destroyed it. I just want to kill their general, so if he has any benefits, he's just gone. Like, it doesn't matter. I want them all dead. That was a close victory. We took 1,000 losses, mostly out of the main army. But we inflicted twice as many casualties. Actually, more than twice as many on Illyria. Which is a good thing. It gives us the ability to conquer that whole province with the other two armies without having to move this army. Which I think we're going to station in northern Italy. But we didn't have any individual unit get wiped out. So far, the only real downside of this mod is the skirmishers, from what I can tell. But let's replenish, or release the captive so we get that. We're going to take our remnant back. Which has to happen before I end this part. Bad Omen, you can keep moving. Their army is basically destroyed. Let's see, auto-resolve, save 92%. There we go. An additional 500. Remnant is ours again. So what can we get? That's going to minus all food, but it doesn't really matter. This will give us -1 squalor for 3,700. But let's see what we can do politically with the amount of money we have. tier loyalty. It's going to drop you back down. You're back to being positive. In Cornelia organized games. Let's make sure they still have that province. Cornelia is green. Yep, still Magna Graecia. So we gotta go characters, organized games. We can't do that, but you send emissary. We can't send an emissary. Oh. That's 2 loyalty for all other political parties. That's 5 loyalty for the target party. Send emissary. That's going to mission was a great success. The people won't have to worry about so much food now. So that increased. Okay. So now we can. So let's send an emissary. Cisalpina. Now you all have positive loyalty. So now we can do send a gift. They're on a mission, so we can't do that, but we can send one there to boost Junia's loyalty. We got to work on the other houses also. That took the majority of our money, so we can start moving this way. If this is the only city they own, it's just going to be an unfortunate consequence of this. Where's our... You can actually come up and join Libio's army. This force has traits. Let's give it Vanguard Legion and Formidable Fighters. This one just seems really good to me. The -5 morale. It'll just make them break infinitely faster. This army is getting really good stats. Or XP built up. We gotta worry about over here. Making 5,000. You really need to be moving up this way. But we're still going to... Can reissue the Breeding Games Edict. Or what was it? It's not Breeding Games. Which is the one? That's -3 food. It's this one. -10 unrest from slaves. So that gives us +5 food. So we're at 20 food now. Alright, new turn. So... We got slums again because I suck at remembering to build there. Technology. Iron tools, double crossing, construction. Let's get tax labor. Move this way. You're getting -30 public order. Libya's the better army to have go that way. They got another army marching through. So having 2 armies there is going to be great. Now we need to lower the taxes back down. We're making 2,000 per turn. So right here. Characters. Send a gift. It's +2 loyalty. This one needs that stuff done now. Send a gift. The other houses doesn't have plus loyalty. So here. Send emissary. Disable this character command the force. Send emissaries +5 loyalty to Illyria. Now you can send a gift. Alright, so we're at 5, 3, 11. Alright. We're learning. Alright, let's end turn and see where that puts us. Assassination plot. Promote the suspect. Alright. Do you have allies at war to Sikorsky? So we might be able to actually improve some relations. If we offer to join this war. Is there anybody willing to trade with us? Massilia? Probably not. Probably not on hard difficulty. Rieti, maybe?
Now speak.
The Helveti.
Greetings to you.
Right, there we go.
Your offer is fair and honor.
The Nori.
Greetings. Now speak.
There's that. We're getting some trade. Rayeti already said no. Massilia said no. Carthage is a maybe. No. Epirus.
We are not known as
No. Alright, we're making more money. So you two. There's gonna be a rebellion. So it's white and we'll take that city. You gotta come up here and garrison this. Start working on public order. We have a construction site down here. Let's get... Field of Mars is kind of useless in Italy. Do we have a meeting place? No, let's get a meeting place. Alright, politically we're fine, but we could spend some more money by sending gifts. Okay, you're at 19, you're at 19, you're at 3, so we gotta go back to focusing on Cornelia. Send emissary to Cisalpina. Okay, we're broke, basically, but let's send an emissary to Epirus. How's the loyalty going politically? 6, 17, 23. Alright. Get that stuff worked on. Our champion is getting close to Libio's army.
From chaos we all sprang.
Now Massilia is declaring war on us. We just keep getting gangbanged. We gotta finish over here really quick and then turn around and go deal with Massilia. Because there's only one army between them and Rome. Actually, there's not even that. They're gonna take this province, most likely. Decisive victory on the rebels. I wonder if they would make peace out with us. What did our diplomat do to deal with piss Massilia off? Send emissary to Cisalpina. Your loyalty should be 6. Sorry, so I don't really have to worry about you. Would Diareti peace out?
Speak quickly and well.
No.
We hunger for battle. We take this settlement for Rome.
Let's see auto-resolve. I don't even know what I just hit. But we're going to auto-resolve it. They have a really solid army here. That's one issue. So we got to start converting. Libio... You're going to have to keep, like, right within reinforcement range, unfortunately. So we got to build up another army. Do we have a Julia? That's a Junia, Cornelia, Julia, raise army. Let's recruit units. Honestly, we can deal with trash right now. And right where you guys spam for a turn. Pull you down so you don't get destroyed. They're going to take Midland, which sucks. We're making 4,000 a turn. We got to start converting over here also. Public order here is just going to be shit. And in Italy, we're fine. So let's honestly tax the shit out of the population. Okay, the last little bit of money. So you're at 11, 24. Junia. You're at 18. Characters. Alright. Loyalty's getting built up. Let's end turn. You're going to have skills now. Or traditions. Let's get that built up. We got to end the war in Illyria really quick. Rebellion and Dominium. Honestly, you can deal with this. So if we moved you,
At your command.
we had you attack.
And honor.
We can just end this war now.
March it to
And then we can move Libya, because we can take this city most likely this turn. And then Illyria secure, other than dealing with rebellions.
ready for order. Get moving, you wretches.
Alright, so that war is over. We conquered Illyria. Now we just gotta hope the Greeks don't do anything in the east, while we pull Libya's army back west. Actually, we'll pull you back west. You'll make it there faster. Here we gotta start converting. There's so many rebellions.
We hunt. Advance. At your command. Ready for orders. Ready for battle.
This army, let's get some shit units. I don't like Warrior spamming, but it works for auto-resolve, and it's going to work for us right now. Alright, politically, 16. We don't have to worry about it, but if we can send emissaries, we may as well. We don't have the money for it. Alright,
At your command.
who has the trait?
We hunt
This guy?
for battle.
No. Libya?
Ready for orders.
Oh, this isn't Libya's army. What is this? +5 replenishment rate. I want that. We need the +5. On our way back to Italy. Once we're secure, we can really start to focus where we want to go from there.
A treaty between us would
I'll
please
gladly take a non-aggression pact in the
so it is
east.
done. You have shown
Illyria's conquered, but we gotta focus on... I don't want Epirus in our territory, because that army's not equipped to deal with Epirus right now. It's gotta focus on replenishment. If they want to deal with our rebels, honestly, great. Triumph is really solid. Peace negotiated, surrender imminent. Right, we got a lot of money. So now let's bring the taxes back down. Surrender is imminent there. So let's move. Let's deal with this army. They retreat now.
We hunger for battle.
How much longer can you hold out? 0, so that city's gonna fall. There's no way around it. It's not as much money as it looks, really. Want one that's not gonna, like, destroy our food supply. Grain pits. Honestly, let's rebuild these cities. We can rebuild. There's just so much technology we need. It's going to take forever, and I don't want to keep having rebellions due to the culture penalty. Let's pull you back into the capital. Do nothing. Here. Let's get zeal. Politically, how are we looking? 14, 27, 17. Organized games. What province are they controlling? Is it still Magna Graecia? Yeah. So they will work on Magna Graecia. Junia, just send as an emissary to Illyria. The other houses, we can send an emissary to Italia. And then organize games in Illyria. So what does that look like? 1937. Alright. Politically, we're looking fine. So we're not researching any technologies. What can we get? I want to get concrete. that we're going to lose Medellin, but we're going to be able to destroy their armies most likely. And we're going to get reinforcements from Illyria soon. Wasn't expecting to take Illyria this fast. How do we have 42,000? Oh yeah, did we just mess with all this? Let's get rid of banditry. Let's go consecrated ground, build a Mars. This can get converted. Marble, it's -6 food. So this, let's turn into that. We need to get some food buildings. Pit mine. And then this will only be generating like 8 food. And then this is already taking 6, so I don't want this. And this port... in -2 public order. Does this give us public order? Yes, so if we get the fishing port and this will be fine. So let's move this way.
Ready for orders. Ready for victory.
60%. That'll defeat both armies. So now we gotta retake Medellin.
Make haste, men.
Can you reach it? Yes.
Laying siege to the settlement.
Yeah, they didn't get to really do anything. So now this can get built. We'll make this manipular barracks. Let's get... what was this? Temple of Neptune. Get a meeting place. We'll get an amphitheater. Medellin. Because it's on the frontier, it's better if we make that a garrison municipalitum. You can come this way. The army we have right where you are spamming, we can disband and we can make this a more respectable army. This needs to be grain pits. Our taxes are low. We just got a lot of provincial instability right now. So we got to deal with that. But anyway, this video's gone on fairly long, so we're going to call it here. In the next part, the goal is to deal with Massilia and then plan where we want to expand from there. Probably into the Mediterranean islands just to give us a firm base around Italy. Then maybe in the Noricum. After that in Pannonia. It just depends. But anyway, peace.